Hi, this is Richard Brake. You might know me from Rob Zombie's film 31 and from the new one, 3 from Hell. And you're listening to Movie Madhouse.
And welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And are you guys ready to have some fun tonight?
Yeah. This one slid into a direction that I don't. Well, you'll see. You'll see. It was kind of weird. It was kind of fun.
I am very curious now. Yes, we are going to recast Lost Boys.
Yeah. There is talk of they're doing something. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
This is on one of those lists, you know. Ain't broke, don't fix it.
Because you know they're gonna do a the total recall treatment and just base it all around the muscle sacks, dude. Just like Total Recall focused on the 3-breasted hooker.
Right?
See, same gimmick.
I'm just glad James was willing to put on that costume.
It's probably going to be Colin Farrell, as Max.
There you go. Okay, well, in that case, let's get started. Hey, Nathan's here. Nathan,
hey, Nathan.
How are you doing? Yeah.
Hey. How's those treats?
When we meet again, and I'm saving it, and Nathan's going to walk us through it, but we're going to have Vegemite when we are back in the studio.
Oh no! Oh, I've heard so many stories.
I've heard both. You know, it's amazing, and my God,
I've had it once. It's not amazing.
Well, no, I'm down to try it.
Yeah, I got it set aside. It's
all right.
Not going to touch it till we're back in the studio.
All right.
Thank you, Nathan. Yes. So let's get kicking on this. We are going to start off with Laddie. And Jason, who you got?
Okay, so like I said, this kind of went in some weird directions. So for me, Laddie's got to be that cute little kid, drawing that kind of crowd. And so right now, for young kids that are adorable as all hell, Archie Yates. If you're not familiar, he's in the movie Jojo Rabbit. He's the chubby little kid with glasses.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I got to admit, I looked at him, but don't you find him a little old for Laddie?
No. I think he'd be fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was almost ready to pick him for Sam or the Edgar brothers.
No. I think he'd be all right for Laddie. I can see your point. He is getting up there, but I think he'd be a good fit. Just how adorable he is.
Man.
You reach in to squeeze the cheeks and
Yeah. He's a cheek pinching kid, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Nathan or James, Nathan says you're eating it wrong.
All right, that's why we need a tutorial.
Right, exactly. From the pros.
We're gonna a Vegemite Sherpa.
Ooh, Nathan has a title now.
There we go.
All right, James, who did you pick for Laddie?
For Laddie, I went with a kid named Finn Little, who prior to, I think last year, I didn't know who he was. He showed up in Taylor Sheridan's latest film, Those Who Wish Me Dead, as Connor. But if you've been watching the most recent season of Yellowstone, he is Carter, the little kid, the little stray that the daughter brings home, who kind of adopts her. What?
I'm kidding. I'm only at season 2.
Oh, okay. He's a kid that shows up in season 4.
I've heard things, but I just recently got into it. I've only gone through 2 seasons so far, so
it only gets better.
That's what I hear.
Real quick.
Anyway, those are the only 2 things I'd seen him in.
Okay, Yellowstone. Is it a Western or does it take place now?
No,
it takes place
modern.
now, but it's modern. It's a modern Western because it takes place on a ranch in Montana. So you'd say modern Western.
Yeah, I'm only asking because I'm watching this show called 1883, and
That's his story about Kevin Costner's character. It's about his grandfather or his great grandfather's trek across the U.S. So it's connected that way.
Yeah,
my
it's a
God,
prequel series,
it's an Uber prequel. Like it's
Yeah.
a prequel.
but
Yeah.
it's an important story to tell because of the legacy of that ranch. So
Yeah.
it's neat that they're doing that.
Yeah, that show is gold.
It's definitely something a little different about it. Although there's a lot of Sons of Anarchy thumbprints all over it because it's Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah, and they're also working on a 4/6s spin-off show. Which
I don't know what that is. That's probably another spoiler.
4/6s is a ranch down in Texas that one of the characters, I won't say who, gets sent to.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I have to watch Yellowstone now. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, and Lewis says it's awesome, right?
It is.
It is.
Well, all right. You sold me.
And if you like that, there's another Taylor Sheridan created show called Mayor of Kingstown, starring Jeremy Renner. Just got renewed for season 2.
And see, I've heard of that one.
It's also awesome. Co-created by Hugh Dillon of the Headstones.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Okay. So,
Yours.
mine was I couldn't figure this one out to save my life. So I just happened to be watching something. It was called The Bird Box, and the kid in there looked pretty cute. So I picked him. It's Julian Edwards.
I haven't checked that out yet.
Oh, Taylor Sheridan actually bought the 6666 ranch.
Wow.
Doesn't surprise me.
That's almost like Kurt buying the Morrow Garage, isn't it? Okay, now we're on to Lucy.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I get what you mean, but when it's trying to cast the kid roles, we're not as in touch with the younger crowd, right?
Sadly,
like I struggle with a lot of this cast. Honestly, I had to go and look at profiles to get ages to see if they would fit if we were to make the movie right now.
Yeah, I was using that, and in comparison to the age differences from the original movie,
I was keeping it somewhere close to that. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
so we're going with Lucy, the mom.
Lucy, who do you got?
Okay, here we go. Here's another turn. I'm doing some gender swapping, and in my version, it's going to be Luke, the dad, played by Nathan Fillion.
Interesting.
That
put a whole different spin on that character.
I have yet to see Nathan Fillion.
Well, that means there's going to be a Maxine,
a fatherly role. So yeah, I think I want to see Nathan Fillion in a doting dad role. You know,
interesting.
It's called Castle.
Or I never watched Castle, so I've only watched Firefly. Like I haven't watched any of his other TV stuff.
Castle's good. They even have a Firefly joke.
Yeah,
of course you'd have to. It's kind of mandatory. It's his contract.
All right, James. And who's your mom? Or
my mom, I went with Elizabeth Mitchell, who has done a number of things, but she's probably most well known for playing Dr. Juliet Burke on Lost. Okay. She's the one that she's one of the others that Jack is sort of involved with, but after he leaves, she gets time traveled back in time with Sawyer, and they become a couple.
Oh my God, yeah, she's in a bunch of other stuff.
Yes.
Don't know her.
You would know her to see her, I guarantee.
Oh, probably.
She was the senator in Purge election year. No?
Nope.
I've
only watched, I think, 3 Purge movies.
I've lost track now. I got to be honest. I can't.
There's
remember.
5.
There's 5. Okay, yeah, I've seen 1, 2. The first 2.
I think the first 2 were good for me. So
first is the best. Last is probably second best. The Forever Purge brought it back to being pretty cool.
Let's see here. Okay, so that means my Lucy, and I kind of went in Jason's direction, but I kept a woman, but she's more of a comedic actor. I thought Leslie Mann would be perfect as the mom.
Oh yeah,
Oh, nice.
she is one of those perfect movie moms right now.
Oh,
It's her and Allison Janney.
I love this Lance guy. Rob Bellamy is the star, of course. This random fellow I do not know, Lance, is right.
Rob, did I mention that there was a message that got directed to me for some reason from your accountant that said something about a payment bouncing to a Lance M?
Oh, we've lost Jason. Lance, don't listen to him. No, thanks, Lance. Lance is on the CKX committee, and he just published his first book.
Oh,
Is it The Guardian or Guardian of Light? I'll let him correct me because I know I'm probably wrong. But yeah, Leslie Mann I went with because she has those little quirks that I see Diane Wiest having in Lost Boys, and I think could cover it really well and modernize it.
Oh yeah, definitely. She's got more of a potty mouth on her for sure.
Yeah, exactly. All right, this one I'm interested in seeing what you guys picked. Grandpa.
All right, again, let's flip it over, and it's gonna be Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. Give her.
Ooh.
You know, we're gonna go southern Kathy Bates. You know, go back to her wheelhouse, and you get Kathy Bates as kind of a sour old Southern grandma.
I can just picture the end when she's drinking out of that bottle and going, all the ding dong poopy vampires.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That would work. That would be cool. Oh, Nathan says Gary Oldman as Grandpa.
Gary Oldman is everybody.
See, I would love to say that, but I honestly think he would take away from everybody else with the way he performs. You know? Oh, well, Nathan then just clarified. He's got to be in all his recastings. So he could play oh my God, what's the dog's name?
I don't remember.
What did you do to?
It's been a while since I watched it.
I just watched it 2 days ago. Oh my God.
I'm waiting to watch it with my kid. We were gonna try and go to the Highlands to see it, but we missed it.
Man, now it's gonna drive me crazy. All right, James, who do you got for Grandpa? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Nanook.
No, okay. I knew it was some odd name.
Yep.
I went for Grandpa. I went with Malcolm McDowell.
Oh.
Ooh.
I thought he could play a kind of goofy grandpa if he wanted to. Doesn't have to ditch the accent.
No, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. No, he can do kooky really well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In fact, you look back at A Clockwork Orange, that's kind of his wheelhouse. That's where he started.
Yeah.
Lewis nailed it right on the head. Donald Sutherland for nostalgic reasons.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would work too.
And that keeps the Sutherland name alive in the movie franchise.
Oh, yeah. That would be awesome.
I picked, after watching Watchmen, I loved his character in this, and I'm not a huge fan of this guy normally, except way back in the late 80s with Miami Vice. Don Johnson.
Oh, from the show.
Yeah.
That show is something else.
That show was incredible. And
yeah,
he held his own among all those people. And which I thought, like, it's not that he's a chintzy actor, but he's always been a TV actor to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Which I guess nowadays means nothing because TV is sometimes better than film. But he really chewed up that role. And I think it'd be cool to see him as the quirky guy, squirting on Windex to go see the old widow.
Yeah. He would have fun with it for sure.
Oh,
well, go a little further. Bruce Dern, even.
Oh, good Lord. Not a whole lot of research for that role.
No,
That's just him on a day.
that's true.
You just follow him around with a handy cam and you get all your footage. Gary
All right.
Busey.
Oh my god! Oh wow!
Oh, jeez. This is where a guest would have chimed in with this.
Yep. Oh my god, Busey. Greg's here. Hey everyone.
Hey,
Greg.
Greg.
Podcast. Yes, it is.
Where were you last week, Greg?
Right?
Well, to be fair, he's not a big fan of the MCU, so I'll give him that.
All right.
Fair enough. All right. Now we're on to the first of a duo. Alan Frog. Jason, who's your first frog brother?
My first frog brother. Now, Alan. So who was Edgar and who was Alan in the original?
Edgar was Corey Feldman.
Okay, that's what I was hoping for because that's what had in mind. So Alan Frog to me was the more quieter, more stoic one.
Yeah.
And for him, I went with David Mazouz, who played Bruce Wayne on Gotham.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Okay, just look at it, what he did in Gotham, and you've got the kind of that quiet, stoic, serious, all business, no fun side. Just that's him.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
And when we get to the Edgar,
Greg Buckboy live from the center of the
there's
convoy.
going to be a match.
Okay. Yeah, Greg is apparently reporting live from the center of the convoy. Haha, just kidding. Of course you're kidding. There's no cell service there. Okay. So, James, what is your first frog brother?
My first frog brother is Alan Frog?
Yeah.
Or Edgar?
Yeah,
Alan Frog. I'm going with Alex Wolfe, who most recently was in Hereditary, I think.
I don't recognize that name.
He was in Old, the M. Night Shyamalan movie, Old.
Oh,
As well, most recently.
He was the main character in Hereditary?
He's in Hereditary, he's in Pig, Patriots Day, Old.
But is he the main character in Hereditary?
He plays Spencer in the Jumanji movies.
Spencer. Oh,
Spencer, the nerd.
Okay,
yeah, the nerd.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Spencer. Yes. That's the Bronx accent. I love it. Spencer. Sorry, I got distracted.
Yes.
Yes, Lewis says Alex Wolfe. Now I recognize. Yes, I know exactly who that is now. I didn't realize he was in Hereditary. Maybe I got to watch that again.
Oh, Hereditary is great. But I can't do it again. I could not do it again.
I don't want to do it again. I wasn't a fan of that one.
Oh, no, it just did something to me. That one moment, it just no. Okay, moving on.
All right. My Alan Frog. We've seen this kid in a bunch of stuff, but he can have that stoic edge. Is Jacob Tremblay.
Oh yeah.
I think he can have the serious side, like you said before, James. That's Alan needs.
Is he old enough now?
Yeah, he's like 17.
Last time I saw him was in Good Boys, but he was still pretty small.
Okay, I had to think of who that is, and as soon as you said that, okay, I know who it is. I had him on here at one point. He's not on my list now, but I did have him in running at one point.
This was the problem I had casting Laddie, because I'm like, oh, this would be a good kid actor. Jeez, he's 20 now.
Yep, exactly. All those cool movies were
now that I think in retrospect, Jacob Tremblay would have been perfect for that.
When he was young, yes.
When he was young, yeah.
And literally, he was the first one I filled in because I was looking for him for Laddie. I started at the bottom, went up, and I did the same thing. Oh, snap. Whoa. Well, so yeah, that's why I figured Alan Frog for me.
Cool.
I like him a lot. My favorite role for him so far is Predator. The Predator.
Yeah.
Mine's probably still Room, but he's got a great small role in Dr. Sleep.
I still haven't watched that one.
Neither have I.
So good.
which means, Jason, we won't like it. All right, let's move on.
So Edgar.
Edgar Frog.
All right. So
Yeah,
to
you are.
match my Alan, I am gonna go with for Edgar, Asa Butterfield.
Dude, he was almost on my list.
I think him and Jesus, they have a similar look to them that they could pull off being brothers without having to do too much fancy makeup stuff. I think.
Interesting.
But Asa Butterfield, I think he could ramp it up. I think he can give a little bit more of that angst and intensity that Edgar's gonna need compared to Alan Stoic. So I think these two would be a really good match for a new Frog Brothers.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Nice.
Well done, sir.
I do my homework.
All right, James.
All right, for Edgar Frog, I actually went with having my Frog brothers be actual brothers. So I went with Alex's slightly older brother, Nat Wolfe.
Really?
Yes. Who is my preferred between the two brothers. I prefer him as an actor. Apparently he was in the new version of The Stand, but he was in Paper Towns, Mortal. I know him, he was in Death Note that was on Netflix.
We try not to talk about that one.
That movie's awesome. Shut it.
Not according to fans of the anime.
I haven't seen the anime. Fault in Our Stars. Yeah. So I know him mostly from Paper Towns. But I thought when I tried to do actual brothers, and I'm like, well, I like both of these actors, and Nat seems like the more charismatic, and like Jason had said, the one Alan's a little more reserved, and I think that fits more Alex. So those are my Frog brothers, the Wolfe brothers.
Nice.
And by doing that, you get that little gimmick there too, that little marketing gimmick.
Yeah, the real our brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lewis says, hear me out, Skrillex as Edgar Frog.
I don't know what Skrillex looks like.
Neither do I.
And that's what I had, because I had a picture in my head, but it's not what I remembered. And every picture I see, he looks like Corey Feldman. So I wonder if that's what Lewis is leaning to. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lewis. But yeah, he's got here. Let me do, because I pulled him up.
He's trying to get a bit of
crap. He kind of does.
Where is it?
Yeah, he's got a point there.
Oh, 1 second. Boom.
Oh my!
Well,
hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was at.
If you can see here's a better version.
I think we need to see a DNA test.
Oh.
Feldman got around.
That's kind of frightening.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Man, that's like picture perfect casting for a remake.
Excellent job.
Yes.
Wow.
We need your other 9 cast now, because I want to see who you're getting to play Michael and David.
Or Alan.
Oh yeah, the other Frog brother. That's right. Well, you nailed that one, Lewis. So we're sure you'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Mine. He's popped up a lot lately in all the stuff that we now have with kids, but he's good. Like even in Ghostbusters Afterlife, it's Finn Wolfhard.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna try and go that route, but I talked myself out of it.
I didn't. I said, go.
Yeah,
with
I was gonna go the Stranger Things route and get a little bit of a duo from there, but I talked myself out of it.
Well, I just from Ghostbusters Afterlife, I thought he had an edge like Edgar.
I still haven't watched it.
Dude,
I was all set
same
to
here.
watch it, and then something came up. Damn it.
People.
I know. I was so anxious for it too. I feel like I've betrayed the Ghostbusters franchise.
All right, then. Let's get on to Max.
When I do finally watch it, I'm just going to flog myself the whole time.
Mm-hmm. But see, no, I think now I'd be worried about you watching it just because it's been built up so much.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, that does worry me, but I'm fairly confident I'm at least going to somewhat enjoy it. It may not be everything I hope it to be, but
It's got to be better than the all female one.
Again, I kind of blocked that one out. So
That never happened. All right, Jason, what do you got for Max?
Max, and you called it earlier. Yes, I'm going Maxine, and to kind of get a bit of a match, I think, for style and whatnot. Don't worry about age. Gina Davis. I think Gina Davis could really pull something special there. You know, she's got the playful side. She could pull that out a little bit. But
What about the age difference between her and Nathan Fillion?
I think that's easily. She's older, but if she's
she looks good for her age.
And
she looks good for her age.
Does.
Yes,
she does.
Got that one, yeah.
So, yeah, Gina Davis, I think, would be a good match. Good Maxine.
Nice.
Now I'm curious how old she is. Gina Davis, where is she? Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. She was born in 1956. That makes...
So she's 60-something.
And you said with Nathan Fillion?
Yeah.
Let's see how old our boy is. He was born in 1971.
All right. So there's about a 15-year difference. That's not... Age is just a number.
Well, like James said too, she does look good. So
yeah.
Okay. James, who do you got for Max?
Okay, I'm going to continue my minor cherry picking from the Lost franchise, and my Max is going to be Michael Emerson.
Oh, their guy.
Sure. Yeah.
And he pairs fairly well with Elizabeth Mitchell because their characters, Juliet and Ben, had a bit of a connection in that he was obsessed with her.
and again, now you got that Lost marketing ploy right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never see him as anything but being in Lost. Even when he did that Persons of Interest and all that, it's like no.
Oh no, I love that show, but yeah, he's Benjamin Linus first and foremost.
Yeah.
Not even his character in the first Saw movie.
No, yeah. Lewis said Michael McDowell for this one.
Michael McDowell. Is he thinking Malcolm McDowell? I don't know who Michael McDowell is.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, wait. There is a Michael McDowell, but it says he's the writer of Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Did he do anything?
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
not that one.
You were right, James. Malcolm. Sorry, autocorrect. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Malcolm McDowell can do just about anything.
Yeah, he could play Nanook. Man, like
just like Ben Affleck can play the shark from Jaws. I mean,
exactly. You have those people that just are anywhere. My Max is going to make James a very happy person.
He's picking Colin Farrell.
Yeah, I did.
He's already done a great vampire role with Fright Night,
and that was it. So it'd be a nice little switch. You know, people are thinking, "Oh, okay, another vampire movie. He's not a vampire this time." Oh, boom, yes, he is. You know,
nice.
You're calling it now, right? Like you're calling that's coming right now.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Right?
It just makes sense.
All right, now we're getting into the meat and potatoes. Star.
Okay, my star doesn't actually have much to do. It's just eye candy. In my version, the connection that may be there with Michael isn't there as much. My story plays out a little differently. So I wanted some real eye candy, and well, Nick Jonas.
Oh, nice.
You know,
he's surprisingly good actor.
Yeah. So and come on, he's easy on the eyes. So You get him in there, and then you'll see what happens down the road. You'll understand. You know where I'm going. You can see it.
I can see where you're going, and now I'm very intrigued. Yes,
but I also think Nick Jonas and Archie Yates get a nice little, dynamic there, a little brother sister or brother dynamic. Yeah, it can be fun.
Very cool. Okay. James, who do you have for star?
To back up for half a second with Rob's pick of Colin Farrell, I would have not thought him like possible to do like a awkward guy in glasses role like the actor who played Max originally did until I saw The Lobster.
Yep.
Which he does that exact thing.
Yep. The original actor was Edward Herman.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, my sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, please go ahead.
Okay, no, I was just going to continue with my pick. But you were about to say?
What do you? Well, no, I was going to say I went with Colin just because I've seen his work in like the commercials for Batman, and the way he performs in that, it's like, okay, if he can do that, he can disappear into Max.
I can't believe it. The prosthetics they have from like here down make him almost unrecognizable, except his voice.
Yep.
Okay. My pick for star is Brie Larson. I think she could do the kind of free spirit that Jamie Gertz did.
Don't you think she might be a touch old for the role?
No, because she's within 2 years of my Michael.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't think she looks too old. Well, it might depend on the way she dresses, the way she has her hair. She could probably still look. Doesn't necessarily have to be a teenager. It could be early 20s, maybe. I don't know.
Well, see, I've always gone with Lost Boys. Sam and Michael are in high school, and that's why they're out on the boardwalk. But again, everybody's interpretation can be their own. And if you think Michael and Star are middle-aged, that's your prerogative.
I don't know. How old was she when she appeared in 21 Jump Street?
Who?
Brie Larson. Brie Larson.
Oh, Brie Larson?
She was supposed to be in high school, but she was in 21 Jump Street. How old was she when she did that? Probably in her 20s.
Okay, wait. You're talking the movie, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was going to say the TV show.
But you still understand the premise and that the fact that they are themselves too old to be playing those characters is part of the joke, right?
Yeah, but do you actually see any of them in school in The Lost Boys?
No. Because
there you go. There you go.
She is.
Maybe they just graduated.
She's 33.
Yeah, and she'd be the first 33-year-old to play a teenager.
Right. I'm sure that's true somewhere. That's got to be, right?
Like Dave Franco said in 21 Jump Street, the fact you look like a 40-year-old man.
How old was the actress who played in that Orphan? Where she's she tends to be like a 10-year-old girl, but she's actually like 30 or something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. The horror movie.
Yeah.
Isabel Furman, 2009, 1997.
What do you got?
She's 25 now.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so she's not as old as I thought.
But still.
Okay. She was playing a lot older than she actually was. She still looked pretty young. Anyway.
Okay.
Well, my pick is no better, really, James. Okay. She's only younger than yours by 5 years. But she has made a big bang, and I thought it would be cool to see her on in this story is Florence Pugh.
Nice.
Okay.
Again,
I'm a fan.
And she's got the younger look, just like Brie, so you can kind of suspend your disbelief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it works.
That works. Okay, now we're into the top three. Who's your Sam, Jason?
My Sam is Jack Dylan Grazer. If you're not familiar, he was the sidekick kid in Shazam.
Dude. Oh, nice. The one with the
The one with the canes.
Yeah, okay. He's funny.
I'm very familiar because that's my Sam.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
He's
Wow.
one of those standout child actors who's just got that quick wit and really well timed. Like he's got the chops to rival Ryan Reynolds, I think.
Exactly. Oh, Lewis came back. She is a kooky one, but Demi Lovato would make a good star. She's
Ooh.
got the Jamie Gertz.
She's certainly from outer space. Woo!
Star wasn't from outer space. You know.
No, but Demi Lovato must be.
Remember, Michael said her parents must have been hippies and moon children and stuff like that. So, but yeah, Jason, I am so on board with yours because even in It, I liked him in there, but it was even better in Shazam because he got a little more freedom. He wasn't part of an ensemble there.
Yep.
You know? And it was definitely Corey Haim vibes.
Sure.
Very good pick for both of us. All right, James.
Yeah. It's rare that we hit on the same people like that.
Oh, no kidding. Especially with this young age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, James. Which inferior actor did you pick?
Okay, this is the last of my cherry picking from Lost. Even though he was only in the last season, I went with Dylan Minnette, who I know mostly as the lead from 13 Reasons Why, but he's done any number of things. Prisoners, Let Me In. He was one of the guys in Don't Breathe that goes into the house.
You don't go in the house, not his house.
He's in the most recent Scream that I haven't seen yet.
That makes probably three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he's about 5 years younger than my Michael, which is the same age difference between Corey Haim and Jason Patrick at the time.
Cool. See, he's really doing the research, like their ages and everything.
I was looking at that because there were some guys who looked a little young. I'm like, oh no, they're actually this age.
Very cool. Oh, he said, Lewis said Chandler Riggs for Sam.
Oh,
I had him in consideration at one point.
Oh, Coral.
Well, I'm going to spoil it then because I picked Chandler to be my Michael.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Watching Walking Dead, he's got that serious edge, right? And if you watch Jason Patrick with all the little twerks and ticks that he seems to have, I think Chandler Riggs could nail that easy.
That's interesting.
Oh, good pick, Lewis. Except for the wrong character.
Why wasn't Lewis our guest?
Right? Lewis, we got to get you on here. You get a hold of me. We'll get you on here. What are we on now?
David.
David.
Oh, that's right. David. Jason.
So my David would be Dana, and it would be Chloe Grace Moretz.
Seriously?
Dude,
Dana.
Yes, my movie is called Lost Girls. Okay.
Oh God, the often talked about possible sequel that never happened.
Yeah, well, I don't care. I would like to see this movie.
Called Lost Girls. Answer the call.
Chloe Grace Moretz, she already played a vampire and Let Me In.
Don't care. She can play another one.
Yeah, she's got practice, right?
It's not like once you punch that ticket, you're done. Like,
damn it, I've already played a vampire. I would so do that role.
Who's your Michael? No, wait, you haven't said yet. Never mind.
But I'm gonna go Chloe Grace Moretz for Dana, and yeah, I think she could bring a nice sinister side, but be also very playful up against my Michelle.
Michelle. Here we go. All right.
Oh boy,
James, who's your David?
My David, I went with Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Oh.
And most of the time you see Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's playing a great good guy character, like both of the Kick-Ass movies and stuff. But if you watch Nocturnal Animals, you can see him play a good scumbag with an evil side to him.
He played a pincushion once in Avengers. Sorry,
Which
too soon.
means he can pull off the blonde hair.
Right? Didn't see that coming.
Oh.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Bet you didn't see that coming, huh?
No, that's a good pick. I like that pick.
Just going off of what you see from Kick-Ass, like he's got some grit under there. He just hasn't had a chance to really show it a whole lot yet.
Yeah, only a little bit.
Wait, wasn't he in Godzilla?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he played opposite Elizabeth Olsen in that one too.
Yep.
Yeah. He was a military guy.
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
Dude's doing his sister.
All right.
That was the first thing that came to my mind when I'm watching Godzilla, and I had no one to share it with because I was there with my nephew, who was like 10 at the time.
You giggle, look at him, and think, no, can't tell you. Okay, David. So it's mine.
Yes.
I went with a bit of a newcomer, but he is really blowing up the screen on Netflix right now with Cobra Kai, and it's Tanner Buchanan.
I had him in the running at one point before I did this switch. I had him in the running.
Yeah, I saw him briefly in Designated Survivor. I haven't watched that series much. I just seen a couple episodes.
I saw the first episode.
But and the way he is in Cobra Kai, he can be quiet, mystic, and evil all just by looking at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a good look.
Tanner Buchanan. I'm 2 seasons behind on.
Oh, I'm all caught up. I caught up last week.
That guy. Johnny's possible son, or
Johnny's son. It is
Johnny's son.
Yeah.
Robbie.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I could see that.
Lewis said David would be Max Irons, and I'm looking at
yeah, that's Jeremy Irons' son. He was in
I don't know.
he was in the
dude.
He's in a movie called The Riot Club, and he was in that one. Damn it! It's the chick who wrote all the Twilight novels. She wrote another novel, and they made a movie out of it.
The Host.
Thank you. He was in that. I haven't seen him in a whole lot.
I would hate to be Jeremy Irons' son. Like, look what you got to live up to. I mean, seriously.
The kid's a good actor. I'll give him that.
Oh, Nathan says Bill Skarsgård.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bringing the heavy, I think. Like,
he certainly got some height on him.
David would mesmerize him when his eyes go in opposite direction.
Oh, jeez.
But he does have
spoilers, it's not a vampire movie. It's another It sequel.
Ooh, It 3.
Which they've talked about for some reason.
Well, of course.
Of course, it made money, so now they have to make more.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
The horse ain't dead yet.
Exactly. Jason, who's your Michael?
Michelle.
Who's your Miguel? That's right.
Is it Michael Michelle?
No. No, but her name was mentioned earlier. But I think she'd be a better Michelle is Florence Pugh.
Ooh.
Florence Pugh with Chloe Grace Moretz. Come on, like that would be fire. They could work so well together, have a lot of fun with it, but bring some intensity. Yes, please.
I think Lost Girls Answer the Call might be something I have to watch.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, there's money there. And we still have the bonus round.
Yes, we do. All right, James, who's your Michael?
My Michael, I went with Dylan O'Brien. Some would probably know him from Teen Wolf. I know him from the Maze Runner trilogy and as a badass in American Assassin. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Says, gotta go, fellas. Have a great show. Awesome as always. See you in the next one.
See you, Lewis.
See you, Lewis.
For watching. Yeah, that's a good pick. That is a good pick. Nathan, what? Jared Padalecki, what's he, 900 years old?
He's making that Sweet Walker money right now. He ain't
right?
gonna come over.
No, dude. Well, I can't fault him. And I guess I gave my Michael, didn't I? Chandler Riggs.
Yes, you did.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So that means we have one thing left. The bonus round. Sexy sax guy.
I got nothing. I've been racking my brain the most over this.
see now mine's not a sax guy, but this is an act that I could guarantee would have a memorable scene.
He doesn't look that old. Sorry.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't look that old. But you gotta measure up the other actors.
Yeah. Nobody measures up to Jared.
except his co-star Jensen Ackles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Jason.
So I like I said, somebody who can bring a standout performance. I think Childish Gambino could pull something really, really special.
Donald
in this
Glover?
moment. Yes.
Why?
Okay, you're not familiar with his music, are you?
I am, and I'm saying why.
No, he could do something really fantastic with it. I think.
Does he play the saxophone?
He doesn't have to. I'm thinking you just have to give some sort of crazy
The Rock.
standout with Childish Gambino.
You know, I looked on YouTube, and there was a guy called Sexy Sax Man from like 5-10 years ago. He had like a mullet and a mustache and stuff, but there was nothing recent.
Childish Gambino. Dude, the biggest thing about that is the fact that he's shirtless, oiled up, and is built.
Oh, okay, fine. Then I can throw out a sax player who would crush. He's not big and muscly, but the dude is one of the most amazing sax players on the planet. His name is Louis P.
I was going to say, you can't say Kenny G.
No, I believe his name is Louis P. My kid has played me a ton of videos. The guy is an amazing jazz saxophonist, particularly with the baritone sax, which is the big, deep one. The guy tears it up.
Then here's what's going to happen. We're going to get his guy and my guy together. His guy will record the music, and my guy will perform in the film.
Okay.
Together, it'll be perfect.
Okay.
Because I went with the muscle stuff, and the only guy I can think of that big that would look good like that would be John Cena.
Who in the most recent episode of Peacemaker actually played the piano.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got musical ability.
Yes.
Yeah.
And an eagle.
And you know he would tear it up too. Like he would just have fun with that.
Oh, big time. Big time. Big time.
And also because you did throw director out there, I'm just gonna throw my director, James Gunn. Come on.
Yeah. Well, if you got John Cena in it, yeah.
I have a feeling Cena's gonna follow Gunn everywhere now.
Dude, I would. Look what he's done.
Cena's gonna be in the MCU.
Cena?
No, he's not.
They'll squeeze him in the Guardians 3.
Oh, if he
voice role probably.
Maybe. Hey, come on, I'll take it.
Thanks, there, Nathan. Yeah, if Gunn drags him into MCU, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
So they're having a ball with Peacemaker. So
have you guys all caught up on Peacemaker?
Yes.
That show rocks. Steve got a hold of me, Dr. Steve, and he goes, "Here, watch this clip." And he just sent me a clip, and it's the opening song.
Oh, jeez.
I'm infatuated with it. I truly am.
And I'm watching it going, "Why are you forcing me to watch this?" He goes, "Dude, now you get to watch it every episode." But I found by the third episode, I was waiting for it. It's like
I watch it. I have to watch it. It's the only show that I watched the full intro. It's just it works for me.
It's helping me.
Researched it.
It's helping me warm up to the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Nathan says I can watch that shit on a loop.
I haven't watched it yet, but there is a video. James Gunn has done an interview, and he tells the story of why that song, why that video. Like he tells his thought process for it.
I gotta find that because that's the thing with James Gunn. You know, he starts a script by picking the music, and then he starts with the words. Like every song that's is in one of his scripts is there for a reason. And it intrigues me to no end.
You know, he didn't start writing the show until halfway through filming the movie.
Oh, I believe it.
He didn't get inspired. Like him and Cena started talking, and then poof, he started writing, and here we are.
And I read that he wrote it during lockdown and didn't honestly expect it to get picked up. He just wrote it for fun.
Yes, yeah, because Suicide Squad was one of the ones that paused in between, I think.
Yeah, he had just finished either shooting it or editing it, but he didn't have to have anybody on set.
It's so much fun. It is so much fun.
It is a great show. It took me a bit.
There's just something just so kooky about it that it just works on every level.
And I used to read the Vigilante comic. So it was really cool when I watched that intro going, wait, isn't that Vigilante? And it's not the Vigilante I remember from the comic at all.
It's definitely not the Vigilante from the Arrowverse.
Oh, man. But
that guy had no sense of humor.
Yes. My favorite, I think it was in the last episode before it, when they're side by him and Eagly. He goes, guys, which one's me? Which one's Eagly? It's like, are you kidding me?
It's a yes or no question.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Is teal your favorite color? What does it matter? It's so much fun, man.
Yeah. And it's because it's basically all original material. You can't predict anything.
No, exactly. And that's what I love about it. You know, Robert Patrick is just chewing it up too in there.
Oh, yeah, he's having a ball.
Oh,
and he gets to say the most outlandish stuff.
Oh, man.
And cancel culture can't touch it.
Because it's on Peacemaker.
Yeah. If you want a little something else that's a little weird, on Disney Plus, there's Marvel's Hit Monkey.
Oh my god!
What is that?
It's an anime. It's about this hitman who's voiced by Jason Sudeikis gets hired to perform an assassination in Tokyo. Things go south. Stuff happens where he dies, but he's up in the mountains of Japan in a hot spring where there's a bunch of monkeys. Well, he dies there, and and a bunch of the monkeys get slaughtered. There's one monkey that survives, and it picks up like a gun that's on the ground and kills all the guys that killed him and all the monkeys. Well, now the ghost of the hitman is following the monkey, and he's guiding the monkey on a revenge spree, going up the chain of the Yakuza to kill the people that killed him.
Okay,
this is an actual comic book from Marvel
from
about 10 years ago. And they've now made this anime. I just finished the first season. Like it is so much fun. But the 8th episode in particular is some of the best storytelling. Like it really goes in this really interesting dramatic direction that is just bizarre enough that it goes to amazing.
All right, you've convinced me. I'm going to watch it.
Give it a chance. It's over the top, mature anime. It's awesome.
I got to wait for 1883 and Peacemaker, so this will keep me occupied till those episodes drop.
There you go.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for doing this.
This was a fun one.
Next week should be really interesting because
what is next week?
It is Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So what would be better than to pick our top 10 rom-coms?
Oh,
we haven't done rom-coms?
I don't think we have.
I will double check the list. I can't do it now.
Consult the archives.
Yep.
I'll consult the archives. It won't take me long. I'll get back to you here right after we go off the air.
All right.
Excellent.
And remember, coming up later on this month, we have Mitch and Steph coming back to do a recasting, but we're not going to say which movie yet.
Ooh.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
All right, guys. For another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
We'll see you all later.
Bye.
Toodles.
I say shut up! It's a man!